The Skoda T56 has just hit the stores in World Tanks Blitz. I'm going to be letting you know in today's video, is the Skoda T56 worth it for either 15,000 gold or 12,500 gold? Let's jump right into the video. Now, in every single review, we're just going to cover up the stats on the tank, and then we'll jump into the armor profile, and then we'll go into the replay. So, what does a Skoda T56 have to offer? Well, it has the armor profile is quite good. I'll show you that soon. But let's just talk about the firepower first, the gun. Well, it's very unique in Tier 8 because it has the Alpha at 450, and your HE does 640, which is, your HE Alpha is higher than an E75 with its max gun that does 460 for its AP. Yeah, the E75 with its max gun does 600 for its HE. Not 600. Yeah, it does, 600 for its HE, sorry. And your HE does 640, which is a unique thing with this tank. So yeah, even though you'll have a very good, big, huge Alpha at 450, and your heat at 390, your reload time is not the best, sitting at 14 seconds, which means that don't try to challenge any tank with a fast reload, for example, an Action X in the open in a 1v1 brawl, because you can get ripped apart. So yeah, be careful of that and also be aware. Let's also talk about the mobility. It's quite average. When I was playing this tank in normal battles, the mobility, it's fine. It's good to get into position. It's nothing special. But yeah, that is all about the statistics. Now let's just jump right into the armor profile. Now this is where things become interesting with the Skoda T56. Now let's just talk about the upper plate first. 200. If you use your enhanced armor, which I would recommend, you can get your upper plate armor to at least 300 millimeters, which is very good. And on flat grounds, it can go up to 310 millimeters, which means your upper plate is impervious. However, I want to show one issue with this armor profile and with this tank in general. The side armor, you can side scope a little bit, but it has to be at a tight angle. If you over angle just a little tiny bit, then that's where people will just cut right through you, because they will shoot at your track wheel. I can't tell you how many times I've been penned easily in side scrape position. I don't understand why the side armor is that bad. It almost feels like I'm driving a Chieftain Mark 6, where if I just side scrape at the tightest of angles, I still get penned. So with this tank, it's more of a hold down than side scrape. Do not side scrape in this thing, because it will not work out with you at all. Unless the enemy is completely stupid and just, shoots that angle right there, then they'll obviously bounce. But yeah, apart from that, you need to keep, you need to face your enemy forward at all costs. You can wiggle a little bit, try and force them to hit the tracks or something like that, so you can get a, track hit or something. But yeah, be careful, because side scoping I would not recommend. But in hold down position, you can just see that hatch is, it's going to be hard to hit. The space armor is covering majority of that hatch, so good luck trying to pen it. The upper part, of the hull, as I did mention, is impervious. Now, the turret armor is pretty good as well, as you'll see here. It does have some little weak spots, but trust me, they are very hard to hit. Your two weak spots on the turret is the cupola and these little two cheeks here. Apart from that, you are impervious, and yeah, you are literally very hard to cut through. So the Skoda does have a good armor profile, but the side armor, for its side scraping capabilities, really do, harm and hurt this tank. But now let's just jump right into the replay. Jumping into the replay, I want to cover up really quick, guys, that a lot of you people are going to be saying, well, Phoenix, you can't give your overall opinion about the tank on the tank now, because you've only had 4 battles. And well, yes, some of that is correct. I have only had 4 real battles in this tank. However, if you consider the ratings and, you know, the fun modes as well, I've only done, you know, I've done more ratings today. I've actually done 40 to nearly 50 battles. So that's why I'm making the video, because I think I do have a good, you know, good view now on what this tank plays like. So yeah, but my full review will probably come in the next upcoming week or so, because by then I'll expect to have 100 battles. But yeah, I mean, I've had 50 battles, so I'm quite safe to have my opinion on it. But now, talking about the replay itself, as you will see here, we're staying in hold down position, trying to show our frontal part of the armor really effectively, which is really good for us. Tried to get a shell into that Jag Panzer, but unfortunately we couldn't get it. Now that KV5 does pen us. He gets us in the hatch, but yeah, he gets us in that little optic, which is quite lucky for him. And I still don't understand how he got that, but you know, it's RNG, I guess. But now, I'm not going to do so well at the moment, but as you'll see here, I couldn't really get it in time, unfortunately. But you did see there that turret armor is very powerful, but unfortunately, that accuracy is not. But yeah, so the enemy is now going to start pushing us. We need to be a little bit careful now, because you know, they are doing a little bit of damage. But luckily for us, our teammates are doing quite well to, you know, stop them from pushing. We are going to get a lovely shell into that CDC, 469 damage. The Alpha is so good. It is absolutely amazing. And what helps with the Alpha is the gun depression. You are the only Soviet type tank with that 400 plus Alpha gun with that 8 degrees of gun depression. It's what makes it really amazing. And the HE as well, don't even get me started. The HE is superb. Honestly, the HE is amazing. We get a lovely little shell into that AMX. Again, we're sitting at almost 1.5k damage. Again, it's not a lot, but this replay is not to show the damage, but it's to highlight, you know, what a normal battle would look like when you get the tank. This is what your average battle will look like, and I'm just trying to show you the pros and the cons, which are, you know, are highlighted in this game. And we do luckily as well get to show you the Skoda T56 armor profile in a second. 563 Alpha, by the way, that was absolutely amazing. But now I'm going to try and show you the armor profile. So unfortunately, there is a bush in the way, but we can still see the red outlines. So as you'll see here with AP, the upper part of the hull is impervious, as I did say, and your turret is full red, absolutely full red. Now we are going to go for a heat shell. And as you'll see there, you maybe have to go back and pause the video on that one. But yeah, with heat shell, there is practically no difference except from 2 little mini weak spots in the turret. That's it. But yeah, the armor profile's good. The armor profile's amazing. But as I just said, people are going to shoot that. Track wheel, as I did say in the video. You know, it's just a shame. It is a huge shame, because if you had side armor in this tank, you know, pretty good side armor, it doesn't have to be really good, like, you know, amazing, but if it was side armor that allowed you to, you know, to go in a side scoping position, then this tank would be completely broken. In my opinion, on the tank so far, currently, it is the strongest tier 8 so far. However, I don't find it game breaking. Now, it's hard because the T56 Shark is, you know, one of the key tanks I'm actually really good in. And to say that this tank is somewhat better than the Shark, I don't think it's miles away in better, just slightly better than the Shark, just slightly. What makes it really good with the Skoda is that its Alpha is good. I know the reload time may not be good on this tank, and the gun might not be, you know, known to be amazing, but the 450 Alpha can help you out in a lot of battles. It will make enemies lose half of their HP pool and turn them into a one-shot. Now, to mention that 8 degrees gun depression again, just look at this, man. We can work the holes just like work the hill, sorry. And because of that, we got 540 alpha right into that T44. The gun is so powerful in this tank. It is so powerful. I just can't tell you how strong the gun is on this vehicle, man. It's just so well. It's just so good. Unfortunately for the Lover, he could not penetrate us with his gold shell, and obviously in hold down position, as I did say, this tank is one hell of a tomato. But yeah, we're just going to stay in this position now, knowing that the Lover practically can't really do so much. Getting a lovely shell into that Lover now, they're going to start backing up, which you can't really blame them because they can't really do anything against us. But as I said, you know, they're just going to reverse, you know, trying to escape the situation. Another gold shell bounced. I think that hit us into the turret again, as you'll see there. Yeah, it tried to hit us through the turret, but it did not work. Another thing as well I like to cover is about the legendary camo. People are going to wonder, how do you get the golden legendary camo? Well, you simply just, you know, when I bought the tank with I got the 12,500 gold bundle, which I would recommend over the 15,000 gold bundle. I got the cheaper one, and as straight as I got it, I got the pop-up offer for the golden camo, which meant I had enough I had enough gold to spend that on the camo and get a cool little legendary attachment too. Because why not? Because it makes the tank look even more badass than it already does. So that's how you get the camo. If that doesn't work out, don't worry. Just play, you know, a few battles and it will eventually pop up. But just make sure you have that gold in time, because, you know, if you don't have the gold and it pops up, you know, it is gonna suck. But anyways, talking about the replay. So the email won there. You know, it's already won. We haven't done so much in this battle, just like the other one, but what's good about this is it highlights how to play this tank, and how you want to play it is you have to stay, you know, you want to try and put yourself in a hold down position at all costs. Now, not all maps offer that hold down position. Some maps can be just, you know, like, you know, solid maps. It was actually hard to get my words out there, but you know, some maps can be completely flat and they will not have any, you know, hold down position. But as I did mention, you can earn credits as well pretty well in this tank. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna be my final review on this vehicle. I'll probably come back to it in another month or so after I've done, like, you know, more battles in it, so I can have my overall opinion. And I will be stating if this is the strongest tier 8 tank in the game or not. So far, I do think it is a bit overpowered. And if you're thinking if you want to get it or not, I would recommend it. But I would not recommend to get the I would not recommend getting the 15,000 gold. Get the 12,500 gold if you have enough credits, so you can upgrade it, obviously, and you know, get consumables. If you don't have enough credits like me, then yeah, get the 15,000 gold. But you do have enough credits, like what, like 1 million credits or anything like that. Get this bundle, and then if you get that bundle, you will also soon get the legendary camo, which, let's be honest, is one of the best camos in this game. Well, is the best camo in this game so far. But yeah, guys, hopefully you all enjoyed today's video. This has been the Skoda T56. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.